Is learning the English language your toughest challenge yet? Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.
How many years have you done business with China?
Let me see. About 5 years. We established our business relationship with Huamei of China Import and Export Corporation in 2003.
Do you have any difficulties in doing business in China? You know the Chinese economic legislation is still incomplete?
I don't think I have any problem with our Chinese partners. They have always followed the contract strictly. We can do business directly with the corporation. As I mentioned before, the Chinese government is trying very hard to perfect its law. Its commercial legislation provides legal protection for foreign companies.
Well, it's known that the Sino-American relation is in a dilemma. Does it influence your business in China?
Actually, not at present, but we are afraid it will. You know, policies influence business to some extent. I hope our government will not be influenced by some extremists. China is really a large market. We don't want to lose it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Vale. Please sit down.
Thank you.
Did you work as a salesperson before, Mrs. Vale?
Only as a clerk in a store.
I see. Well, consulting is a little different.
I'm a quick learner, Mr. Jenkins.
Do you have a driver's license?
Yes, and I'm a very good driver.
Fine. We provide a company car for our consultants.
Do I have to travel a lot?
Oh yes, 5 days a week. You have to visit customers all over the territory.
But how will I get to know the products?
You'll have to attend a 3-week course. If you do well, the job is yours.
How much is the salary?
Starting salary is $150 a week plus commissions, of course.
How much commission do your consultants get?
5%.
Well, I'm very interested in the job.
Fine. The next course starts a week from tomorrow.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
When can you get the finished product to me?
We should have it put together by the end of next week.
Great. That'll be ahead of schedule. Good work.
Well, as the saying goes, we aim to please.
Marketing manager's office. Can I help you?
Mr. Smith, please.
Sorry, he is out.
What time do you expect him back then?
Sorry, I am not sure. Can I take a message?
No, thanks. I will call back later.
That's fine. Please call again later.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
What is the annual salary for this job?
The annual salary is $65,000 per year.
What does the benefits package include?
This job pays for half of your medical, dental, and disability.
Do we get paid time off?
You have a total of 21 days paid time off, which can be used for vacation, personal, or sick leave.
How about retirement?
We still offer a traditional retirement plan that pays out if you stay with the company for 5 years or more.
Can I get company-provided specialized training?
We offer full tuition reimbursement for job-related classes.
Where is the benefits office?
It's on the second floor in Suite 201.
What kind of jobs have you had?
I worked as a personnel manager in a state-owned company, and then I transferred to joint venture as a sales manager. So I am familiar with the food market in China.
How did your previous employers treat you?
They treated me very well. We cooperated harmoniously and respected each other.
What have you learned from the jobs you have had?
I have learned some skills about how to deal with clients and how to behave myself as a personnel manager.
When you worked in your previous company, which did you prefer, working with other people or by yourself?
I preferred working with other colleagues when I worked in my previous company. I think teamwork and cooperation are very important. No matter how competent he or she is in a company, he can't do without them.
Well, I've looked over your resume, Mr. Peepers.
Please, call me Ted.
Well, Ted, this is a very impressive resume. However, we do have several other applicants to finish interviewing before we can make a final decision. We'll call you by Friday, if that's all right.
That's no problem.
Do you have any other questions?
Well, what kind of salary do you provide?
Salary is based on experience as well as time spent with our company.
I see.
Salary can be negotiated once we officially offer you the job.
Sounds fine.
What should I prepare for the recruitment fair?
You should wear a formal dress and be confident.
What application materials should I take?
You should take several resumes and some copies of your graduate diploma.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
Good morning. Would you like to tell me something about the computer? I've never seen this brand before. What is your superior brand?
This is our new brand. I can make sure our computer board is one of the best boards.
Can you tell me the specialty of your computer board?
With pleasure. It's easy to have a memory expansion on board capacity and fulfill your needs for a computer. Besides, there is more space for extra cards to expand later on.
What's the memory capacity of the computer?
The hard drive has 260 GB and the RAM is 4 GB.
Can you give me a wholesale list?
Yes. The price differs depending on how many you want.
Is the price negotiable?
Yes. It depends. If you have a large order, we will give you a discount. Your definition on success?
Most people think that wealth means success. But from my point of view, the problem should be viewed from two aspects. On the one hand, wealth is a very important thing to measure success. The ability to make money, to some extent, signifies your knowledge, your capability, the value of your labor, etc. With the development of our economy and industry, more and more people are pursuing money these days. And in Toda's society, if you have money, you seem to have everything. But this is not the case. I think success, on the other hand, also means satisfaction from work. It also means that you can get respect from others.
What's your ideal job?
Ideally, I'd like to have a job that will allow me to work from home several days a week. I'm the kind of person who can set priorities, work well independently, and set my own pace. I actually successfully worked from home for several months in my current job when a problematic pregnancy forced me to stay in bed. But I realize that many employers do not have experience with employees who work from home, and I have, of course, performed very successfully in a traditional office setting.
How would you describe your relationship with your last two supervisors?
Very good. Basically, once our sales plan was put together, I had a great deal of freedom to handle my sales in the way I felt best.
How would your present boss describe you?
He always says I am a hard worker with consciousness of responsibility, sufficient education, and enough experience.
What would your colleagues say about you?
They would say I am a dependable friend and a capable colleague. Please come in and sit down. I'm happy to finally meet you.
Same here, Ms. Drake. I've been looking forward to this.
I'm sorry I kept you waiting.
No, not at all. You were right on time. I was early. I hope I didn't rush you. I'm glad for the opportunity to interview with you.
Thank you. Can I get you some coffee or a cup of tea?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Then let's get to the interview.
Great, that's why I'm here.
Even with volume sales, our costs for the exec user won't go down much.
Just what are you proposing?
We could take a cut on the price. But 25% would reduce much our profit margin. We suggest a compromise 10%.
That's a big change from 25%. 10% is beyond my negotiating limit. Any other ideas?
I don't think I can change it right now. Why don't we talk again tomorrow?
Sure. I have to talk to my office anyway. I hope we can find some common ground on this.
Robert, I have been instructed to reject the numbers you proposed, but we can try to come up with something else.
I hope so, Dana. My instructions are to negotiate hard on this deal, but I'm trying very hard to reach some middle ground.
I understand. We propose a structured deal. For the first 6 months, we get a discount of 20% and the next 6 months we get 15%.
Dana, I can't bring those numbers back to my office. They'll turn it down flat.
Then you'll have to think of something better, Robert.
When can you start the job?
I'll go and quit my job in the ABC company.
Can you start on Monday?
I'm afraid not, but can you make it Thursday afternoon?
That's all right. When you come, ask for Smith, okay?
Yes. See you then.
Recycling is big business these days, isn't it?
Yes, it's definitely a growing business.
What do you recycle in your plant?
Mainly plastics. Plastics aren't biodegradable. They don't break down easily in the environment, so they shouldn't be thrown away.
How is plastic recycled, then?
Well, there are basically two methods. One is to break down the chemicals in the plastic into smaller chemical particles. These can then be used in the production of new chemicals.
Is that the method you use here?
No, we don't do that here. We recycle polyethylene and we make it into other products.
How do you do that?
By melting it down and then reforming it. Our main products are bin liners for kitchen bins and carrier bags for supermarkets.
Hello. This is Lucy from ABC Company. Is this Monica?
Yes, it is.
I am calling to inform you that we have arranged an interview for this accountant position at 2 p.m. this Thursday afternoon. Please come on time.
Okay, thank you. By the way, could you please tell me how I can get there from a community?
Oh, you can take the subway, get off at B stop and walk north for several minutes. You will find a building. It will take about 40 minutes in total.
I got it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We like your product and are interested in placing an order with you as soon as possible.
Well, we can proceed with the order until after the Christmas holidays. Our factories will be closed for another week.
That's all right. We will send you a purchase order in 1 week. I hope you will be able to take care of it.
No problem. Once we get your purchase order, we will begin the execution of the order right away.
Thanks. We need the products in less than 1 month, because we have a big deal with another company. By the way, will payment against delivery be okay?
That will be fine. And I can promise you that you'll get the goods about 2 weeks after we get your purchase order.
Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.